brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. 180.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy?
On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Yellow.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
First down, Chiefs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
7 yards to go.
Yellow. Color.
Tackle. Hey, Mike 52. Alpha. I'm here.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks, had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Check.
Kiwi's trash. That's
Look. Squeeze. Deep grip.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
I'm coming for you. You mine. Whip. Watch the whip.
Snap.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 60 or.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. Got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, stand off.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
90, Wolf. Look at me. Go. Fight.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ready? 18, Gator. Hey, wahoo!
Mike's Fofo.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Greer. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now here's Mahomes. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Pick that.
Go on.
Tighten up.
Be driven.
From the gun on third down, Greer. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And again it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tremont Smith with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 35-yard line.
Leo!
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm coming.
Now Mahomes. This is Johnson. He's got it. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out. And picked up by the Chargers. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
There. Now.
On first down, Gordon. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Hey.
Let go.
Greer looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal.
Hey, Echo.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Hey, watch the slant.
Greer sets to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
44, Mike.
Now Greer on third and goal. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a two-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hey, high 7. Hey, lock it. Get it.
Here's Greer. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Ready.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. On third and long, here's Greer. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mahomes going to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Let's go. 30 base.
Show it up. Show it up. Hey, watch it. Watch it. Check 13.
Now Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally They're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. From the 50, here's Greer. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Ready? 44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Yeah.
Greer operating from the gun. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Let him know, let him know.
Hey, 43, 15.
57's the mic.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Here's a give to Smith. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Greer. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. This is Gordon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, exit.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Go. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
Go.
I'm coming.
81. Ready.
Throwing on third down, Greer. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Smith running right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I don't need to. That's all they need.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by now Brown. Oh, he lost the football. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marcus Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Greer. Allen's got it complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. He's got Smith here. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Go. Lucky. Check three. You go tight. You got tight.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Ready. 90 Wolf. Hey, box truck.
check, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Who that? Who that?
Snap.
Greer to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time.